We're giving Shedeur the same energy we gave Colin Kaepernick, and that don't bother y'all? Y'all, I don't know if y'all gonna like my Shedeur Sanders take. I'ma just come with it right now. There are tons of people making whole ass conspiracy videos and TikToks about how Shedeur is being sabotaged and that there's a conspiracy against him in the NFL. Let me just find a short.
You don't know if you're going to have your quarterback. What about Joe Burrow? So for him to not have any reps, for him to have this to be his first time that he's taking first team reps where individuals don't even know your snap count or your cadence, that is like, yo, bro, what are we doing here? Like, you don't.
I completely disagree with this. It is not normal for backup quarterbacks to get starter reps. I have never heard that before this. And what's happening with Shedeur Sanders right now is kind of getting on my nerves because it's putting me in a position, I get called a contrarian sometimes. I'm really never a contrarian, but never have I felt like so many people are talking out their ass than what's going on with Shedeur Sanders right now. So I'm gonna say a quote. I don't remember where I got this from. Never charge to avarice what can be better explained by incompetence. Shedeur is obviously the best quarterback on that team, all right? That should have been clear. I don't know why. Is it malice? There you go, it might be malice. Same thing overall. It should have been clear at some point. Obviously, Kevin Stefanski doesn't know how to judge quarterbacks. This is the man that had Baker Mayfield and got rid of him for Deshaun Watson, who played horrible, and then repeated this same habit with Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. And so what we're seeing from Kevin Stefanski, if you watch football, is something you've seen in the history of NFL for years. What's it called in New York earlier this year that got fired was starting Russell Wilson over Jackson Dart and had Jameis Winston on the roster and was starting Russell Wilson over Jameis Winston. Brian Dable, thank you. There's so many examples of this. Plenty of times people have gotten it right. Like I remember when, the fucking coach in New Jersey this same year started Justin Fields for 10 games. Justin Fields has at least 2 games where he threw for under 75 yards in a game and kept his starting job until like week 10. Why do we need a conspiracy for Shedeur Sanders? We don't need a conspiracy for things that are literally happening with other teams in the same exact year. Fields is an intentional tank choice. Who else? Who else is doing this bullshit right now in the league? I think that's it. King quit. Nah, what happened to Fields is never good, bruh. I'm sorry. Minnesota. This is a good coach. Right? They had Sam Darnold with an MVP year last year, and they let him go, and they let Daniel Jones go to start 9. This does not take a conspiracy, y'all. There is nothing unique about Shedeur Sanders and what he's dealing with as a quarterback in the NFL that has not happened 100 times in the last 30 years. It's incompetence. The NFL it's filled with the best people, but some of those best people are bad at their job. So why did he slide to the 5th round? I had a whole video about that. I want to be clear. My video explaining why Shedeur Sanders slid to the 5th round is not affected at all by this take. That video still stands. I'm changing no opinions in that. He slid to the 5th round because of racism and incompetence of the league, and this is where I ended the video for those who don't remember, incompetence on him and his dad's part for not knowing the game they were getting ready to play. Shedeur Sanders was the 2nd, maybe 3rd. I don't think anybody thought Jackson Dart was this good, and I'm still not convinced he's going to be as good as he is, but whatever. Shedeur Sanders was the 2nd, maybe 3rd best quarterback in the draft. He went as like the 8th quarterback or some shit like that. And that happened because Shedeur was too cocky, his father was too cocky, and they played the game wrong. And so the fundamentally white supremacist framework of these NFL teams was like,
we're not letting that nigga in the door like that.
Dart's playing style isn't sustainable. It's not. So I don't think he'll last playing the way he's playing. But we'll see. And let me bring it home. Here's the reason why I wanted to bring this up and I wanted to kind of dispel this mythology. Shedeur Sanders is a perfect example of culture wars overriding logic and truth and reality. Because Shedeur Sanders is starting to get up there with like how black folks engage with O.J. Simpson. You know what I'm saying? So is there racism affecting Shedeur Sanders right now? Yes. I want to be clear. Shedeur Sanders is being affected by racism right now. That is a big part of the scrutiny he's getting in the media. I'm not divorcing it from the draft. Now, live, I have a whole draft video, and I said outright, that is real. That is still legitimate. But Kevin Stefanski is about to get fired. Yes, if he was white, they would call it moxie. But he still may not have his job because Sam Darnold is playing for the Seahawks. I need y'all to get that. I need y'all to get that. There is so much, there is a clear indication. Better yet, white boy with moxie, fucking Baker Mayfield would still be on the Browns, who had Kevin Stefanski as his coach. The dude just don't know what he's doing. Let me get back to the point I'm trying to make. Black folks love a good-looking, charismatic black man to rally behind when he don't really deserve the shit. Ooh, we love that shit. And it's so frustrating to see how that consistently happens. We will let mediocre, good-looking niggas who talk a good game become cultural heroes because they experience racism. And I'm sorry, we gotta stop doing that shit. We gotta stop doing that shit. Experiencing racism doesn't make you a revolutionary. It don't mean we gotta build a movement behind you. Cause the irony is y'all did this shit with Deion too in the last couple of years. I made a video about Deion like 2 years ago. It said, don't take away the great chocolate hopeful array. I'm gonna just explain the Deion Sanders story because I can't find the video and I want to get to some teching. So for those who don't know, Deion Sanders right now is the coach of Colorado. That's where Shedeur came from. But before he was at Colorado, he was at Jackson State, HBCU. And Deion took Jackson State to levels an HBCU school for football has never been, ever. Right? National attention, 5-star recruits, etc. And it was serious because Deion was doing so good at Jackson State that it threatened the structure of the NCAA. Legitimately was threatening the NCAA structure. Real NCAA Power 5 coaches were getting mad at Deion because he was getting players like Travis Hunter to go to Jackson State. That never happened before. So he was fucking with their money. And so black folks, because we're thirsty for liberation, we started treating Deion Sanders like black royalty, like he was really doing some revolutionary shit. And I could tell from jump that, look, I love Deion. He is an icon of black masculinity. And overall, I don't have a lot to complain about with Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is no revolutionary. And I knew at some point he was going to leave Jackson State and go on to an NCAA major team. I'm gonna find the video and put it in the description when I do this. And that's because what black excellence truly is, what most of these aspirational Negroes are the talented 10th waiting for their opportunity to buy back into the system. Not sell out, but buy back in. And they buy back in off of the type of energy that we're giving to Shedeur right now, right? We're giving Shedeur the same energy we gave Colin Kaepernick. And that don't bother y'all? Y'all don't see the gap here? And this is not me saying that Shedeur is a bad quarterback. This is not me saying that he's not experiencing racism. This is not me saying that he was treated unfairly during the draft. I'm saying that the way black people are turning this into a conspiracy around him don't make no sense. It's not based in reality. They trying to keep a black man down. Like when trying to keep a that's why probably what frustrates you so much. When I hear niggas say they trying to keep a black man down and the black man's already a billionaire, I just want y'all to shut the fuck up. Or not a billionaire, a millionaire. I just want y'all to shut the fuck up. I don't want y'all, I'm not saying black millionaires don't experience racism, but if there's a concerted effort to keep a black man down and he's a millionaire, save that energy for someone else. That's all I'm saying. This may be my spiciest, most controversial take. I don't know. We'll see how the streets feel about this one.